What is going on, guys? It is Trader Cause, and we're doing another video talking about Bitcoin, Ethereum. I'll talk about DOT and Sol. That'll be our list for the video. We can look at Litecoin too, but Bitcoin and Ethereum are kind of the main ones. I'm developing my plans for the week as Monday's range will be locked in about an hour. Overall, market is looking good. We were correct about having a bullish bias for the weekend. I think Ethereum rallied about 13% this weekend, so really strong weekend there. I'm still in my Bitcoin long from 46,507. The target for that is 54K, so I'm interested to see what the reaction will be like around here. If we can flip this old range high and then tag 54K, I would be pretty pleased. And then bigger picture, if we can actually get above this, then I think we're going to all-time highs. But not quite there yet. Didn't mean to click the replay mode there. Let's see. 8-hour supply here, and it's also the previous, this low right there. So some nice confluence, however you want to say it, in that area. And we might come up a little more and tag this high. That's kind of something I've thought too, spike above that. But I would be looking to short or hedge if we either spike into this level and then break back within the range, because in that case I think we keep ranging for a little bit longer. So we'll see. I think it'll be an interesting week. I think these longs that we've been in since late last week and this weekend and even today this morning I added more on Ethereum. Basically looking for one more push up to hit the targets, and then after that, take profit and look for some upcoming downside. So for this, I don't really have a compounding opportunity here. I mean, you could take a short-term trade above 52 to 54K, but the opportunity to compound was the sweep of this low and then getting back above Monday's high. So that was the opportunity. I decided to long ETH instead of adding to Bitcoin. So, but yeah, that was a nice setup, and it was right into 2-hour demand. So right here, we made this low, and then swept it, pushed straight up from there. Okay, so that's pretty much Bitcoin. Looking to take profit around 54K. If we break back into our range, then I will short or at least hedge some spot. And if we break above 54K, we're going to all-time highs. So that's the short scenario. This is the Omega long scenario, targeting all-time highs. So those are kind of my plans for Bitcoin. I do think it's possible Bitcoin just keeps ranging for a bit and alts kind of take center stage, but we'll talk about more of that. So Ethereum, it really does not always work out this well, but I'm really proud of myself for how I played this, especially because the whole taking profit at resistance and adding back to your position when we flip it has been something I've been talking about a lot recently. So if we zoom in, this candle right here was when I took profit on my Ethereum long. We had a sweep of this high into hourly supply. And after taking out that high, this just ranged for a bit, right? We had a nice low time frame range. If you guys have been following me for a while, you know this is like that diagram I posted a little bit back. Range high, range low, sweep the high, sweep the low, retest the low, and then go. So this was really textbook low time frame price action. And once it broke out of that range, I had a new invalidation. And so if I was still in this trade right here, I would have moved my stop up to there. I wasn't in the trade anymore. I took profit. I sat out while this ranged. I didn't panic or have to worry about it at all because I wasn't in it. We get our clear breakout. I set limit order right there, and sorry, I was getting a phone call. And we retested it, and I pretty much got in right where I took profit, like $1 higher, and now it's approaching my take profit up here. So on Ethereum, I'm looking at 1805. If we sweep that, wick through it and close below, same thing as this, I'll take profit here. If we just break above and hold above, then I'll be looking to take profit at 1885. This is our daily supply. So it was the last bit of buying before we sold off, broke market structure, and started ranging for a bit. But this is when I was telling everyone to get long Ethereum. And this was the weekend, super bullish weekend. I can't say this isn't what we kind of have been planning for. So it feels really good to see it play out this well and quickly too. Because entered here, pretty much straight to target. Enter here, it's going pretty much straight to target. So it doesn't always work out this well. I'm not going to try and tell you guys all my trades play out this well, but I left this on here to kind of show you guys what I've been talking about so much, about taking profit at resistance and then adding back on when you flip it. And also, my stop loss was 3.09% here, stop loss 2.77, and so my position size for this one is bigger than this one because I have a tighter stop. So with the same risk percentage, my position size is greater if the stop loss is closer. So I had the chance to enter the same kind of long at the same spot, but with more size. So that worked out really well. ETH BTC, this looks super bullish. I was talking about this on Twitter, but this was our main daily demand level. That was the last down move before this breakout, breaking market structure, whatever. And then we kind of accumulated here for a little while, for like 10 days, formed a nice little base, and this was our breakout right here, and it gave a perfect retest too. So that gave me even more confidence in Ethereum longs. So yeah, I mean, not a lot to say about ETH BTC other than the fact that it looks very bullish. I'm not like all out bull yet. I need to see it get a little more follow through, because right now, like, for all we know, it could just be doing this lower high and then go down further. I don't think that's going to happen. I think the overall weekly structure looks good. I think the weekly structure is bullish, and I think this is kind of the first resistance we need to have our eyes on, because we were accumulating down here for a good amount of time. We broke out, set a higher low, then we broke this high. Now it's just like textbook market structure. Break that high, put in a higher low. I assume it's here. Could we go lower? Maybe. I don't think we will though, because this looks really solid, and now we want to see it push away. I'd probably look for an initial rejection right here. Maybe we get something like this, a little dip, and then push through. But ultimately, I will be starting to convert some spot Ethereum back to Bitcoin once we hit this level. So, but overall, I mean, ETH BTC looks really solid. So congrats if you are an Ethereum holder. Litecoin, hide this. So we broke out. Oops. Litecoin's been a bit choppy. This daily demand held really well on Litecoin. I always do that. This daily demand held really well in Litecoin. We had a nice sweep into it, and now we're pushing away. But I wanted to see some cleaner price action around this level. You can see it held as resistance here, then support here, then we broke through it, and we're working on reclaiming it. But it did start to chop around it a little bit. Like we got above, then we lost it, came down again, got above, lost it, now we're kind of back above it. So I'm not putting much weight to this level anymore because it's been kind of used and abused already. It's not as significant. So for right now, this 195 is my line in the sand. It was our initial high here, and then we swept it and broke out. And, well, it held as resistance again right there. Broke out, retest, held again, held here, resistance here. We kind of traded above it for a little bit, but that was just a fake out. And then resistance here, resistance here. I would expect us to get back above it, and next time we do, I will be looking to long. So I am only in one swing long position on Litecoin, but I'm looking to compound that a little bit, either on a dip later this week, or if this manages to get above 195, I'll look for a long up to 215. This is our weekly open from a couple weeks ago, but the reason I've left it on there is because I like how well it held as support, so I expect it to be resistance on the way back up. Let's see if we have that same. Okay, no, we're good. Yeah, so I like that SR level as a place to take some profit on Litecoin. DOT, I've been waiting for this to move for a while, and I'm still just sitting on it. So we had a 4-hour demand right here, and we had an hourly breaker inside of it. So this was the up move before selling off, and then we took out stops and then broke out from there. Retested it nicely, and that held, and I entered after this really bullish 4-hour candle above the monthly open, but it kind of bled back down, got above, and now we're kind of just consolidating above the monthly open. Not a lot to say there. I still think it goes up to hit my target, but right now I just don't have, there's nothing I can really do to add to this position right now, and there's also no reason to cut it, so kind of just being patient right now. And then I wanted to talk about Sol. So I got one position filled. You guys know I was looking for this move down to the monthly open, this 13 level, and I had my orders split in two. This one missed by like 0.0, what was it? I mean, literally like 0.04%. So that's a little bit of a bummer, but it is what it is. Maybe it comes down for another sweep, but I'm not really counting on it. This looks good overall to me, though. This was our Monday's range from last week. We broke below it. It held as resistance here, resistance, resistance. Once we got above it, nice retest here, and I expect us to push up into 15.6, give or take. If it does come back down here and take out that low and get back above, I'll look to add my other position on, since I only got filled with half a position. But overall, Sol looks pretty good to me. Looks like Ethereum is about to hit my target, so we'll see how this hourly candle closes. We are getting close to the daily close, and so I might just want to trim this off and see how the rest of the week goes, but I am going to wait to see how the hourly candle starts shaping up. Like I said, if we wick above and close back below, I think we'll go down more, and I would want to fully close out this position, and I can always get back in. The same thing that happened right here, guys, right? So what we could see is we wick this, break back below, range around here, take out the range low, break out, retest, and this is where you get long again. The same exact price action. I'll make it look a little prettier. I could use this guy. So here's the sweep. We'll do that. If it sweeps the high, forms a range, takes out the low, flips resistance, retest it, you long again. So something like that, you can always get back in. These are leverage trades. You take profit when it hits your target or when it's at resistance, and you can always hop back in when it flips that resistance. I would much rather take profit here and see it go like this than just hoping resistance would break, not taking profit, and then watching it come all the way back down to my entry just because I got greedy. But I mean, maybe this is a super strong leg and we close the hourly candle like up here, then I won't close it because then it looks like this resistance is broken and I would be targeting 1885. So that's how I kind of manage my trades when they're coming up to my take profit levels. If it's a high, then I look for a sweep, and if it's a big supply zone or resistance level, I'll usually at least take some off when we tag it, and then take the rest off later, because it doesn't need to sweep this high. It could just break right through. Like here we had a high, right? And we just broke right through it. So I'm not closing it yet. I'm going to see how this hourly candle closes, but I will be sure to update on Twitter when I start taking some profit on this. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope these weekly plans help you out a little bit. Feel free to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and help me grow a little bit on YouTube. So I will talk to you guys in the next one.